In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we are going to check out the top 5 best budget gaming PCs in 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these budget gaming PCs, you can check out the links down in the description and the comment section below. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. At number 5, we have the HP Envy desktop. The HP Envy, which is also known as the 750-610, is one of the best budget gaming desktop computers. That would be a really good option, if you find the AMD Ryzen and Radeon compatible to your preferences. From a design perspective, this model has a good-looking silver that is consisted of 2 USB 3.0 ports, positioned on the top, one USB 3.0 Type-C that is positioned also at the top, 2 USB 2.0 ports at the rear, yet 2 another USB 3.0 ports at the rear, DisplayPort at the rear, a 7-in-1 media card reader and an HDMI port at the rear. In my opinion, the connectivities are indeed numerous, so you can connect to multiple monitors without any problem, so for the set price, this is more than enough. But now, let's talk about the performance. The HP Envy packs an AMD Radeon RX 580 graphics card, 8GB of RAM, 1TB hard drive, and the AMD's Ryzen 5 1400 quad-core processor, which means that you can play many games at 60 FPS. I'd suggest you consider one of the gaming monitors that we've listed previously, so when you combine your choice with this desktop PC, your gameplay will be really smooth. If we take the gaming aside, the computer's specs will be sufficient for job-related purposes as well, because you will have enough storage for many installed apps, and if you seek an even better performance, then I'd recommend you get an SSD, because it will make HP Envy even better. But that's not all. When you open the box, except the desktop computer, you will also find a decent optical mouse, and a keyboard that has volume controls, which in my opinion would be good for casual stuff. However, when it comes to gaming, you should get gaming keyboard and mouse. Either way, for its price, this unit is pretty cool. To conclude, the HP Envy 750-610 would be a really good option, if you want to invest in a computer that justifies its price tag, and offers a great value. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Dell Inspiron 5675. The Dell Inspiron 5675 is yet another AMD-based desktop PC that comes with a sleek case, that packs a VR-ready configuration that will surely enhance your gameplay, and allow you to play dozens of games with stable frame rates. From a design perspective, the Inspiron 5675 sports a good-looking, silver case that holds a linear pattern that is spread across the side and the front part, while at the front center, there is the Dell logo that will glow, thanks to the internal LED lighting, which I particularly like, since the LEDs can always enhance your room ambient during your night gaming sessions. Around the back, you can see plenty of ports, such as 6 USB-A ports, 5 audio input-output jacks, an Ethernet port, 2 HDMI ports, 2 DisplayPorts, and a video card. While on the front, there is a single USB-C port, an SD card reader, 4 USB-A ports, and a headphone jack, so basically, you will have enough ports to connect with peripherals, external storage drives, monitors and much more. At the bottom, there are 4 durable feet that will keep the desk right in place, while reducing the vibrations as much as possible, so you shouldn't worry literally about anything. Now, let's talk about the features. The Dell Inspiron 5675, as I've stated at the beginning, is an AMD gaming PC, which means that it packs an AMD Ryzen 5 1400 processor clocked at 3.2 GHz, and an AMD RX 570 graphics card with 4 GB of RAM, which is great in my opinion. In addition, the other components include 8 GB of RAM, 1 TB hard drive, but you won't be restricted on upgrading, since the case will let you expand the memory to up to 32 GB, which is, of course, sold separately. Another great thing about this PC is that it operates silently, due to its thermal design, and if you ever wish to add a liquid cooling, I'd like to inform you that Dell states that that's possible, so if we combine all of these things into one piece, I have to admit that this model radiates with quality. Overall, I strongly recommend you the Dell Inspiron 5675 because it has a really good hardware and construction that will let you have consistent frame rates, while keeping silent. Next stop, at number 3, we have the CyberPowerPC GXIVR8020A5. The CyberPowerPC is a two-man army that is building gaming desktop computers that offer a great value for their price. So, we've decided to list one of their gaming PCs that are oriented towards those who want to have a VR-ready desktop for an affordable price. From a design perspective, this model comes with an aggressive tower that is composed of decorative red LEDs, with 3 concentric rings positioned on the front, while at the front, there is a window, which I really like, due to the fact that, you can see the internal components that will be illuminated by yet another concentric ring. In addition, the whole tower is supported by 4 feet, that will ensure that the case will set the movements to the minimum, so the case will always stay fixed in place. Above the 3 front-placed rings, you will instantly notice the connectivity ports, that are composed of 2 USB 3.0 ports, a power button, a reset buttons, and the microphone and headphone jack. While at the back, there are 2 USB 2.0 ports, an Ethernet port, audio ports, and 4 USB 3.1 Type A ports. But that's not all. You can also find a DisplayPort and an HDMI port on the graphics card, so you can connect to external displays without any problem, and enjoy gaming on a dual or triple monitor setup. But now, let's talk about the performance. This unit has valuable hardware that adds an even more beauty and aggression to its overall aesthetics, or to be more precise, the internal components include an Intel i5, 6-core processor, 8GB of RAM, 1TB hard drive, and an AMD RX 580 graphics card with 4GB of RAM, which is really cool, since you would be able to run many of the current, as well as some of the upcoming games smoothly. I would also want to mention that the CyberPowerPC claim that they have tested the system's ability to support VR gaming on both the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, so you can move from the usual gaming, and start feeling the benefits of the virtual reality, which is great for the price. To conclude, the CyberPowerPC is worth of considering, so give it a try and assure yourself of its quality performance. Moving on, at number 2, we have the Lenovo Legion Y520. The Lenovo Legion Y520 tower is equipped like a tank at the inside, and looks tough when seen as a whole, so if we combine these things into one piece, it means that it is meant for fluid gaming, so let's begin right away in order to find out what's so special about this gaming PC. From a design perspective, the Y520 features a matte black construction, with red accents that are spread around the front sides, as well as on the engraved V shape on the front, that makes the tower look like a dark night. The connectivities are spread around the top and the back, so you can find total 6 USB 3.0 ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, an audio and headphone jack, as well as an HDMI port, DVI port, DisplayPort, and VGA outputs, so you will be given an opportunity to connect all of your peripherals. I would also want to inform you that the tower will let you upgrade the storage, memory, as well as the optical drive, so you can always upgrade it, if you think that you need higher specs in the future. Another interesting thing about this model is that it is loaded with the Realtek's Dragon LAN, as the manufacturer claims, which is great, since you can have a hassle-free network prioritization, and have a quality streaming if you intend to stream, and an immersive gaming experience. Now, let's talk about the features. The Y520 is powered by an Intel i5 8400 processor, and has 8GB of RAM, 1TB hard drive, as well as GeForce GTX 1050 graphics card with 4GB of RAM, that will let you play many games at 60 frames per second, which is super cool. Even though it is a gaming desktop PC, the specs are good enough to let you stream, record, and be productive throughout the day, so you shouldn't worry about anything. However, take in mind that the box contains only the tower, and you won't find any peripherals or a monitor, so you can use your existing ones, which means that you will be saved from additional fees. Overall, the Lenovo Legion Y520 would be a top choice for you, if you're looking for an upgradable, budget gaming desktop PC, that guarantees consistent and high FPS rate. And finally, at number 1, we have the SkyTech Oracle. The SkyTech Oracle is fascinating desktop PC that packs a cooler master case with 120mm LED blue fans, and truly sensational hardware, so let's not lose any more time, and start explaining immediately. From a design perspective, the Oracle features an attractive white construction that is accompanied by a side glass, yet another glass at the center with the Cooler Master logo, so when the LEDs are turned, you will instantly feel that this PC case radiates with power. In terms of connectivities, I have to admit that this case has plenty of them, such as 8 USB ports, of which 4 are 2.0, and 4 are 3.0, but you can also find a single DLDVI port, one DisplayPort 1.4, and a single HDMI 2.0 port, so as you can see, they are indeed many. I would also want to note that, at the top, there is a turn-on button, a headphone, and a mic jack, of which you can take an advantage, so basically, you will have plenty of ports to connect with every peripheral you have. But now, let's talk about the performance. What fascinates me the most as a gamer myself, except the look of the case, are the internal components. Well, this unit integrates a 6-core 3.5 GHz AMD FX 6300 Vishera processor, 500-watt power supply, and 3AM motherboard with a 970 chipset. NVIDIA GTX 1050 graphics card with 4 GB of onboard memory, 120 GB SSD, 1 TB hard drive, and 16 GB of DDR3 memory, which is spectacular, since this unit doesn't even cost $1,000. Another great thing about this pick is that it operates quietly, and according to the users, the 120mm LED fans are highly effective, which is really cool. Moreover, thanks to the specs, you would be able to play with consistent, high frame rates, most of the current and upcoming games, while on the other side, you can use it for professional purposes, such as video editing and much more. To conclude, the SkyTech Oracle is an extremely good desktop PC, because it doesn't cost much, and has a truly impressive hardware that will drastically enhance your gaming experience. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future, and if you have any questions related to these budget gaming PCs, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.